Alright, hello boys and girls, welcome to Heroes Homeschool Academy. My name is Mr. Lan. I will be walking you through 4th grade Science and Technology week number 13. And today we are going to be talking about atoms and elements. Okay, we're going to be talking about what an atom is, what an element is. You should be able to define what an atom is at the end of this lesson and understand the relationship between an atom and an element and have an overview of the periodic table at subsequent lessons. Alright, so what is an atom? An atom is the smallest unit that a matter can be divided into without the release of electrically charged particles. So that lets us know that there may be other smaller divisions of a matter, but electrically charged particles may be released as a consequence of that. But an atom is the smallest unit of a matter, the smallest unit that a matter can be divided into without releasing charges, without releasing electrically charged particles. The atom may also be defined as the smallest unit of an element that has all the chemical properties of that element. Using powerful microscopes, scientists have described the behavior of atoms through the atomic structure below. So an atom, typically, if you use powerful microscopes, it's going to look like this. It's going to have some shell that electrons orbit around, okay? Then it's going to have a core at the center called the nucleus. Alright, so orbiting around the nucleus is going to be some charged, negatively charged particles called electrons. And then the nucleus is going to have a positively charged particle or positively charged particles, and then neutrons which carries no charge. So the positively charged particles are called protons, the negatively charged particles are called electrons, and electrons potentially are going to be the same as the number of protons. So if you have one electron in an atom, then you're going to have one proton in that atom. And you're going to have one nucleon in that atom, okay? So those are critical fundamental understandings you got to have with regards to what an atom is. An atom is the smallest unit of a matter that a matter can be divided into without releasing charges, okay? Charges like electrically charged particles. Okay, and an atom is essentially made of a nucleus which is surrounded by electrons, and inside the nucleus are two particles, protons and nucleons. Okay, all right, so fundamentally, so that's what an atom is, and every element contains atoms in it. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and answer that question for me on page number 26 of your workbook. How many particles are inside an atom? Well, you can say there are 3 types. Let's say 3 types of particles. 3 types of particles in an atom. And what are they? Electrons, protons, alright, can you remember that? Protons, and what? Nucleons. Okay, say that with me, nucleons. Protons and nucleons. Those are the 3 types of particles that you can find in an atom. Okay, now the quantity of electrons, the quantity of protons are going to be changing based on the element you're talking about, but essentially there are going to be those 3 types of particles in an atom. Alright, so that's what I've got for you today, boys and girls. Thanks for joining me. Remember, God cares about you, and so do we. Bye-bye.
I'll be your hero's buddy, and as you study with heroes born,